From the creators of the Wife Wednesday Radio Network and Lead Up Studios, this is Nerd Questing with Cena.
Once upon a time in a podcast far, far away, there was a lady who talked a lot about nerdy subjects, and that lady is me. Salutations. I'm Cena from the Wife Wednesday Radio Network, and this is a quest deep into my mind. Very much like today, I want you all to picture a rainy day. The kind of day where the sky is a dull gray and the air is heavy with the scent of wet earth. Despite the gloom outside, your front porch offered a cozy refuge. The sound of rain tapping against the roof and the rustling of leaves in the wind provided a calming soundtrack. You can sit on the porch. In fact, there's a great big comfortable chair there, piled with blankets that you've brought in from outside. And from inside. And when you come out of your house and sit on your front porch, you've got a nice hot beverage. I don't know if it's tea or coffee. For me, today it's a coffee day. And you set that down on the coffee table next to you and reach out and grab a book, which is so luxurious to read a real book. And you open the page and these characters come alive in your mind and you can feel their struggles and their joys. The rain outside of the world inside your head seems to amplify the emotions in the story, making the scenes more vivid and intense. Occasionally you pause to take a sip of your warm beverage of choice, and you just enjoy that you can sit there covered on your porch, under your blanket, in your own perfect world while it rains outside. Hi. Welcome to Nerd Questing. I'm Cena, your host.
And I'm Nicole,
my wife.
The wife.
So this week on Nerd Questing, as we're pursuing all the things that are nerdy, I just have to say that I'm proud of my mother, because what we're talking about this week is that my mother has run her own D&D campaign now. We have inspired my mom so much by playing Dungeons and Dragons that she wants to do her own.
Yeah.
And imitation's the highest form of flattery. So I feel like I must be doing something right enough that my mom wants to start DMing. You know, she just likes doing these little ones, but she's so...
It's like quarterly.
It's like quarterly. She likes doing the holiday stuff.
She liked the Christmas one, and now we did an Easter one. And she was talking about doing one in the summer. I don't know what she's going to do.
Christmas in July.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, last week, the Easter egg, she filled plastic Easter eggs with different like tokens and things.
Yeah, and she made her own potion bottle.
Everything.
Like, it was great.
She was so creative with that.
Yeah.
And she was telling me that she's like, that part was really fun, making you guys have to like roll saves to see if you can open an egg or not. And she's like, I kind of want to figure out something to do with the Christmas one like that. Yeah. And I'm like, that was so fun.
Percy, I love you because you're laying on my foot.
Yeah.
And it makes me happy.
Oh. He's like, let me adjust and be cuter.
But I really liked that it was a 2-session campaign.
She was like, I think we can get it all done in one session. And
we could have if we had started earlier.
Yeah, we had to start later, and
because we started on Easter.
We did, and then we finished it last week.
Yeah.
Which, again, it was so fun. Even though Mom had shown me her notes and I had helped draw on her maps and everything, I was still surprised on what we had to do and like all the creative things she had thought of. And my little mom is growing so much.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's nice. And I think it gives everyone, when you're DMing, you learn Dungeons and Dragons in a different way. You learn the back half of how things work. Mom was telling me 2 days ago, she's like, I really need to buy the books. She's like, Walmart has them. And I'm like, yeah, and they're $30 a piece at Walmart. I'm like, and she's like, well, Amazon has them for $60 and I've got $50 in gift cards. And I'm like, sounds like you can get all 3 books for $10, Mom. And she's like, I should probably just order them. And I'm like, yes, just order them. I'm like, use those Amazon cards you've just had laying around. And especially since if you buy the books online on Amazon, you can get them in a bundle. They are way cheaper when you buy them in a bundle. What's that look about?
I just found a sticker that says, I want my coffee icy and my books spicy.
Preach. So in my campaign that I'm running, my goal is to kind of end this campaign in the next
few weeks,
3 or 4 sessions
before summer hits.
And then I'm going to take time to
build something
from the Harry Potter D&D that we printed. Nicole printed our new Bible.
It's our new Bible. I forgot about it.
It's upstairs on my shelf.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have it on my desk, on one of my lower shelves, so it's protected. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have to find new characters.
I had an idea.
Yeah. So I told you this is gonna be a Hogwarts reunion.
Whenever you decide to do that, you need to have a sorting ceremony prior. To where you decide what everyone is.
Oh my gosh.
Like class, race, everything.
Oh my God.
Or write a bunch on letter. Write a bunch on little pieces of paper, and we just have to pick one, and that's what we have to do.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying. I would scream if I got wizard or sorcerer. Or paladin.
It's all different. It's not that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's a whole new Dungeons and Dragons system. So I'm going to sit with everyone. We're going to have to go session person by person and make these characters. So maybe our first session... Well, maybe I won't do
I think the first session should just be character building together.
Character building and
we'll a whole thing.
A sorting ceremony.
A sorting ceremony.
We'll my
God.
House like Hogwarts again.
Oh my.
And that can be when all the characters...
Can we start it in October?
That would give me plenty of time.
Yes.
It would be...
plenty of time for Adric to do his thing.
Yeah, the Tyranny of Dragons.
The Tyranny of Dragons or the Johnny Allfours.
Yeah. Sorry, stretching. So you guys, if we did a first session, that's going to be... I should just plan a tiny little adventure from when you guys were in school together. Because then you guys don't see each other... Or, it's up to you guys until your 10th Hogwarts reunion.
Yeah.
Or 15th Hogwarts reunion. This is a really inopportune time, but I have to pee. Can you pause?
Yes. Okay, we're good.
Okay, sorry about that break there. No, but I definitely think we're going to do the Hogwarts one. I agree with you about having a sorting ceremony. I think that would be great. I think there's different levels. You can take what you specialize in. I have to read that book. And then I have to build characters with you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that perspective. We're very involved in Harry Potter.
Yes, we are.
Which transitions us to the most important thing I want to talk about, and the thing that has consumed my life. Our fan fiction.
Yes. Which I'm currently writing.
Yeah, she's literally not paying any attention.
I am paying attention. I just have ideas and I have to put them down or I'll forget.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. So, what's going on with Raven and Thorn?
Raven and Thorn moved in together.
Yes, they did. Thorn bought her a house.
It's hard. Yeah, he bought me a whole ass house in the country. No one's around, and I hate it. I'm so alone. I took a week off of work, and I can't do it. There's no bar beneath me. There's no...
You're cut off from society.
I'm literally cut off from society, and that is not Raven's vibe.
Yeah, that's why you can just start app-reading back and working with me.
Yeah.
And working on articles and
After
doing Raven
this week,
things.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You've also been writing a lot of spice scenes.
Listen, yeah, that's because that's all my brain is.
Also same.
That's Raven and Thorn's vibe. Is spicy.
Kind of vibe.
Baby, are you ready for the vibe?
So for myself, Guinevere,
Yeah,
and now Demetrius,
Raven's brother.
Raven's
for
brother.
Those who don't remember,
they've been okay. Demetrius is dealing with Gwen's drinking problem, which only really happens because of Finn.
yeah,
And I can't decide if that's
who has gone mad.
Yeah,
and
completely
escaped
mad,
the insane asylum,
but still obsessed with Gwen.
Yes,
And
he's kind of a Jekyll Hyde now.
Yes, two personalities in one. And he's literally like coming back and erasing all of the progress Gwen emotionally made. And that she made with Demetrius.
Yeah.
And Demetrius is like, yeah, you know, I'm patient, whatever. But you kind of fucked up your chances about being alone with him. You don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I trusted you.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's not a fact that Demetrius is telling you can't be alone with him anymore. Like, he's telling you can't. He's like, I'd really prefer you not
he was a gentleman about it.
Yes.
Did you love the boats?
Demetrius, yeah, he's like a soft dom.
He's a soft dom.
For sure.
Yeah, versus like Finn was
compared
the
to
absolute
his sister.
hard dom.
Yeah.
And see, yeah, you're a switch.
I am a switch.
You're a switch.
Yeah.
And
Thorne is finding
Guinevere
that
is
out.
totally submissive.
Yeah, she is.
Princess, anything.
Oh, and Gwen found out she has another part of the prophecy.
And Gwen and Raven are keeping that secret from
Yeah, we
everyone. It's literally Gwen, Finn, and Raven that know.
Mm-hmm.
And Finn's like, I don't want Donovan to have this. Why? Because it's about the dove. And what's the dove? Who's the dove?
Yes.
Is what you should be asking.
Yes.
I realized I missed writing Finn
Mm-hmm.
because he's just like so
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Like doesn't care. He's like Raven without, or like, but like with
But
more trauma,
dangerous.
but dangerous.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Raven's kind of becoming more violent.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
I've also noticed.
And I noticed you wrote something about her fearing becoming like Primrose.
Yeah, because I almost
was
called
like-
myself crazy and I was like, oh no.
Oh
Oh no, is it happening?
Yeah.
So hanging out the club may not be the best thing for Raven, but it's happening.
Yeah. We still have to write the thing where I come to the club as
Yeah,
well.
it's happening on that Friday. when
Okay.
We're going to get dinner.
That's what I was figuring.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about that. I like
When
writing
were you
Finn.
going to tell me about these plans? Well, I just fucking decided it. So
Yeah.
fuck off.
There is something. So not only like with Raven and Gwen when
Yeah.
they're together, and it's probably because they're us.
Yeah.
When we're together, we are so chaotic.
We are
We
literally
are disrespectful. We are mean. We are just literally don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just how they are. I thought it was so fun. When I started writing yesterday and you had read my first insert yesterday and you laughed at it. And I was like, what is she laughing about? I like read it 2 or 3 more times. I'm like, what could she possibly be laughing about in this post? And I texted you. I'm like, I have to know. And you were like, I'm just laughing because he got his dress shoes wet.
Literally, there was like so much mention of the dress shoes.
I know.
And then like the next sentence of or the first sentence of the next post is like,
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about these dress shoes. And I thought that was just the funniest thing I had read.
Yeah.
So funny. And then
Literally, they're already ruined.
when you texted me, I'm like, oh God, she's insecure.
I was like, what's funny? I didn't put anything funny.
It was so
I was
funny
like,
to
is it
me.
because Raven snuck up on him? Is
No,
it?
no, it's because of the fucking dress shoes. And
Oh
like
my
the whole
gosh.
time I'm like, because I hate wet shoes.
Yes, literally, yes. I know.
I know.
Yes,
And I
because
just
Raven was obviously barefoot.
oh yeah, totally
know?
feral.
Literally,
Feral child.
Yeah.
And I just literally it was just so funny that Thorne's like, whatever. Just goes through the water in his dress
Literally,
shoes.
yeah. But and just I like adding that little bit of I'm trying to figure something out in the story, and that's why I keep adding little things like how the light came out of my body and having the vision of me in the sphere of like wind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out what it is, and I'm adding little things, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. Like the power that I wield.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's what can get you to the it's what is needed to get the Magnus eye, which is what
yeah.
or the eye of Magnus, which is
Yeah,
what
it's like the
Donovan's
powers
after.
that I have to use to get.
Because didn't we decide it was
them.
something that
It's
you can
kind of like a
only-
national treasure thing.
Yeah, and you can only read a certain book with it,
Mhm.
like for like the actual
Which-
ancient magics.
Which just made me think, if I'm learning that I have to know how to use these powers to do this thing, maybe you should be having
That's what I was
some
thinking. Awakening
visions
things.
and awakening in powers. Like, I don't know what powers, you can decide that on your own. Like, it's nothing specific has to happen.
Yeah.
But so far I have 2 where it's light and air.
Mhm.
So
So maybe mine will be dark,
maybe
which is funny because
Dove.
Blackbird and
Raven.
Raven and Dove.
Yeah.
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 We'll figure it out.
Our story
We
is
still have to
literally
write our
in-
prophecies.
I know.
Maybe we can use Chat GPT to get
That
some
would
of
be nice. We could do that because I am not good. I keep
At
thinking of the
prophecies?
prophecy
Yeah.
from the Harry Potter books and movies and how it was just like this whole thing. And I'm like, I could never write something like that. Like, I probably could, but it's going to take me a hot minute.
And we're not patient.
We aren't. But our story's ever evolving. Like, we started it out way different than we
Ever imagined
it becoming. And like, you're talking about having a Weasley family like within the next year.
I know, starting that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Okay, this is where it's going.
yeah, because I'm like, what? I was just kept thinking, literally have been thinking about Demetrius as like,
Yeah.
I'm going to make her pregnant.
Yes, because he was raised to realize that he needs to that he
Have
is
heirs.
here for breeding purposes, basically.
Yeah.
Because he has older sisters and he is the only male.
Uh-huh. And one sister's in an insane asylum and the
And
other one.
got rid of her baby making abilities.
And I
As
just
a big fuck you to my mother.
Oh, Percy, I'm so sorry. I have just been imagining Demetrius because remember how I told you we just start adding floors to the Badger?
Yes.
I'm going to live there the rest of my
Oh
life.
my God. Okay.
And we'll have a home in America as well.
Yes.
But
I thought about giving you the home that my mom gave me because I will never use it
we'll
on
talk.
my birthday.
We'll talk.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Um,
technically an in-city home, whatever. But
Yeah. But I just imagined Demetrius laying there in bed and then like because the first ones are the twins.
Yeah.
And me being like, where's the babies? And he's like, oh, I don't know where they are.
I absolutely have no idea where our eldest daughters are.
Yeah. And then I come over and take the blanket off him. And there's the 2 little babies in bed next to him.
And they look just like Raven and Primrose.
Yes.
And are
A
named
blonde
after
and a
them.
redhead.
Yeah.
And
It was bound to happen, people. My
Yeah.
my grandpa and my great uncle were also redhead and blonde twins. So it's just like a generational thing.
And so I've just been thinking of that. And I was also thinking about, well, where's the drama with that? I'm like, his parents would be happy, other than that they're half-bloods.
Mm-hmm.
But for him, when he finds out that I'm pregnant, it's like, I'm not having any bastards.
Yes.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hurt by the term
Yes.
for no reason other than like, why would you ever
Other
think
than
of your
hormones.
children like that?
Other than hormones.
And I'm like, you only want to marry me because I'm pregnant. And he's like, where the fuck would you get an idea just
literally
like that?
I've been in love with you since the day you became friends with my sisters.
Been simping for you since I was 11.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when I came to Hogwarts and met you.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's like, are you just mad because you got pregnant first before I asked you? Are you mad about that? It's like, well, how do I know if you love me? And he's like, oh my God, talk to
all
my sister.
The drama.
I'm leaving.
Yes. Literally, yeah.
And then he can come to you and be like, you need to go talk to Gwen.
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of Demetrius, he just got in big trouble.
Oh, big trouble.
Big trouble, man.
He may be
For one, he commented on my eating.
Yeah, we've been trigger
front of
warning
everyone.
talking about a lot of eating disorder stuff in our writing.
Uh-huh.
You struggling with something?
No.
You promised me?
Promise. I've been eating a lot this week, to be honest.
I know we food diary.
Yes.
I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Checking in with you because I write my feelings out in my writing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess the beginning of the eating disorder was definitely that.
Yeah.
Not that I have an eating disorder, just because it was more of a, when I get upset, I just don't want to eat. I lose my appetite.
Yeah.
So I was mad at the time about things.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So anything else?
I love writing with you.
I love writing with you.
And I love that we have Discord now because we can put emotions to each other's writings.
Yes.
And
I kind of want to scroll back and see how far
my God.
Teresa's made it.
Yeah.
But that is a lot of scrolling.
It is a lot of scrolling.
Poor Teresa.
It's been over
No, it's not been a year. We
been
started writing in
December?
like December, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only been like 6 months.
Yeah.
But that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a whole world.
Lately, I've been fearing, I'm like, what if we stop writing like we did last time? Because we stopped for like a year or two.
Then we start a new story.
I know. It's terrifying. I've been thinking of like how Raven would be in a different story, though, for sure.
I've also been thinking of how Gwen would be. Like I said, we're going to reuse a bunch of the same characters, but if we ever when we start a new story, Demetrius is going to be like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like in the way of he's my ex.
Oh, yeah.
Or we've been hate fucking each other for years.
Ooh.
And Raven doesn't know.
Yeah.
But then I have to find true love with someone else. Right? There's so many options.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
Mm-hmm.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
So anything else nerdy you're into this week? I've been pretty focused on the podcast and on Dungeons and Dragons coming up. In fact, I gotta go make some chili.
Yeah.
My roofer's coming over in
15-ish
minutes. We got this.
Yep.
Hey. Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Nerd it up.
You've been listening to NerdQuest, a Wife Wednesday Radio Network production. Our executive producer is Dustin from the Lead Up Studios team in St. Louis, Missouri. Be sure to like, follow, and share us with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more by searching Wife Wednesday. You can find NerdQuesting on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and more.